Okay, guys, so you always want to have extra tanks, like I told you, in case the plan that you have doesn't follow through. So these convicts, now they're having babies. They're laying eggs right there. So what I'm gonna have to do is, being that they're being so aggressive, and my zebra loaches are my babies. I love them. I have them all in my tanks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these guys into this 20 gallon over here. Um, I'm planning on getting rid of this tank. I'm actually planning to get rid of a lot of the stuff down here because we're putting a pool table down here eventually. So this whole section is gonna be gone. Uh, but for right now, for the sake of fish dying, we're gonna move pretty much just the two convicts into this 20 gallon. We're gonna move all these fish that are here into that 30 gallon. So I could leave the zebra loaches in there. I could move all these fish out of there, and they'll be in a bigger space for that forever home. This 20 gallon is probably gonna be gone soon. Um, I will be putting these convicts into a 15 gallon, and we could probably put them in a 10 gallon for now. The babies will be in a 5 gallon. So once we get the babies full grown, we'll move them to the 5 gallons, and we'll have to move stuff around. But eventually, this tank should be gone. So the convicts will go into the 15 gallon. But I'm gonna make it easy, so we can just take that one rock out of there with the eggs on it and put it in this tank here. And then if they want to have more babies in the future, so be it. Whatever. But this tank is peaceful, so I want to move all these guys into this tank here because I know this tank's gonna be gone pretty soon. Even if I keep it, I'll probably move it to the other side maybe and get rid of some of these other tanks. But I know this side is going to be getting out of here. But for now, we're going to put them in here until they lay the eggs, and then we'll probably keep them together. So we'll have convicts in this tank. These are polar convicts. Pretty much the same premises. They're convicts, but they're just a little shaped differently. So as you can see, we're having a bunch of stuff happening. So we want to move this stuff right now. And let's get it going. And obviously, with these guys trying to take over the whole tank, it's not good. We'll let them have their own space. So let me get to work on that. So these guppies will be moving. I'll move these guys into probably some of them will go in here, and some of them will go in the tank upstairs, the bigger ones. And then we're gonna put the this guy here is going to another home. He's actually going to my brother. So I'm going to take him out of there so he doesn't get beat up. Put him in here for now. And he's going to be going probably the next couple of days to my brother's house. He's got an African sickle tank. He'll be perfect in there. I have nowhere to put that guy. I don't want to put him by himself. I can't put him in the community tank. I am going to try putting the small convict in here. That's a small one. He's back there hiding. I'm going to put him in the 55 gallon downstairs. He's small enough. They might pick on him a little bit, but we'll get him to his own home. If he's by himself, he should be okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But yes, so those are the changes we're making. I got to get to work here, guys. I got a bunch of work to do. So let me get at it and get these guys moved. And I'll show you the video when we're done. All right, thanks. And these platies are still having babies, in case you guys didn't know. So any guys need any fish, let me know. I got a bunch of babies coming up. We want to get rid of some of the babies too. All right, so let me get working here, and we'll get back to you on the other side. Okay, guys, just like that, we made the move. As you can see, I moved all the guys in this 20 gallon here. I moved them into this tank here. Did a little decoration, but they got more room now. There actually is now I have 5 zebra loaches in there, so now they got plenty of room. And I got all the barbs and just a mixed tank, but we have more room now to put other fish in here. This is going to be a main tank. This tank's going to stay. This tank's going to stay. Probably that 15 gallon there is going to stay. We're probably going to get rid of some of these breeding, although I'm probably going to talk my wife into get rid of keeping some of the stuff. But now that we have fish breeding, we're going to have to move some stuff around. Now, this tank will not be here for long. I plan on getting a pool table down here. So we're going to get rid of this tank and all this stuff down here. or move it to this side or whatever. But we want to get a tank. This is all our storage stuff and the eBay stuff that we have. We have an eBay store, so that stuff, the packing's up. But we're gonna move that stuff around, and I want to get a pool table in here. So we're probably gonna get rid of some tanks, but we have plenty of room for a pool table. But anyway, that's the goal down here. So it's pretty easy move. I got the guppies upstairs, and put some in here. You know, that's just for now. I'm probably gonna move these guppies out once they get bigger. If anybody wants guppies, let me know. I'm gonna put them on the outside or whatever, outside pond, whatever. Which was something I was gonna do, but you know, they're in there, and I moved the rest of the guppies upstairs, and I got the cichlid in here. Just for right now, he's gonna be packed up tomorrow, and I'm gonna give him to my brother. My brother's got a cichlid tank in New York. We're gonna ship him and get him over there, so he's in a cichlid tank. I don't have any other African cichlids. I don't keep African cichlids. I did at one point, but I kind of over the years got sick of them, the fighting and stuff. But I've had them in the past. I've had big tanks, small tanks, or 55 gallons, 75 gallon. So we've kept them before. We just don't. I don't keep them as much as I used to. Put it that way. Anyway, so the convicts are in there. Those are regular convicts. These guys are the polar convicts. Probably going to get them guys to eventually. We're going to move these guys out of here. I will keep the babies in here, but once the babies get big enough for, you can see right now where the babies are floating in the air. There's a lot of dust in that tank because the parents still are going through and sifting through the dirt, so they have more room. But now, as you can see, that they don't need to be in the dirt anymore. I'm feeding them outside the ground, so I'm going to give this another week or so, and then we're going to move the parents out of there, leave the babies in there, let them grow out, move those polar convicts upstairs to a 15 gallon, let them breed away. I'm going to try to sell some of these fish. I don't need them all. As you can see, this tank, I have I put a bigger filter in there, just so they have more more space for I need more space for the beneficial bacteria to grow. That's why I did that. I'm gonna have to probably fix that. Probably gonna have to clean that filter. It looks like it's getting kind of dirty in there. So that's the next goal. And obviously, when this guy moves out of here, we'll put the babies in there, move them into this tank over here, and then we could probably put these two convicts in another 10 gallon or 20 gallon upstairs. I might be able to move. I got some fish upstairs in the 20 gallon. I can move in here. I could probably do some maneuvering, but for right now, like I said, I can put more tetras in here. I got a tank upstairs full of tetras that we can move some stuff around. And I could always keep the two convicts in a 20 and a 15 gallon. But for right now, we're going to keep these guys in there, let them breed their eggs. They're still on there. It looks like they're fertilized, guys. Unfortunately, I had to make a quick move, but both the female and male are in there. I moved the smaller one into the 55 gallon. See how he does up there. I may have to get rid of him. If he can't get along with the other fish. That fish is going to, obviously, when I move the Severums, they're going to be going into the 125. So yeah, everybody's in their spot now. Angelfish are going to be going into their big tanks, so we should be able to move these guys soon. I want to get them a little bigger because I got the Geophagus in there. I want to get them at least to like a 50-cent size, maybe a little bit bigger than that. I will, once I get them to that point, I will move them, and then I'll have another space for more tanks. But this is why I told my wife, she wants me to get rid of tanks, but this is why it's so hard to get rid of tanks. Once you're in the hobby, you got to move fish around. And now I'm breeding, which I've always wanted to do, but now I'm breeding way too much. Now I got too many things going on. But we did a quick move. So all my tanks are pretty much the same parameters. We just moved these convicts into this tank. You can see them checking out their babies. This is not a tank that I wanted to keep here, and we're gonna move this tank eventually. I may just get rid of this tank. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Eventually, we're gonna have to make some downsizing if I want to put a pool table down here. So we'll have to get rid of this tank and probably move, move some fish around. You know, if I gotta get rid of these guys, I will. I don't have to keep any fish if I don't want to. I always like to see if I can, if I can do something else as far as moving fish around. But for right now, we'll keep these guys, let them have babies, let the convicts have babies. But if you guys ever keep a male and a female convicts, you know, and I did not know that it had male, female, male, female. I did not know that. So what kind of screws it up is I didn't know that, so now I got to have 2 tanks with these babies. So, like I said, I'll have the babies grow out in here. We'll see how pretty they are. But that guy right there is a polar convict. You see him just swim away. Those are polar guys. They're a mix between convicts and parrotfish. So those guys had their babies there. You can see them floating around. Once these convicts have babies, we'll get those guys. We'll let them grow them out like we did in this one. If they don't eat them, sometimes they will eat them. But if they grow them out, we'll let them grow out and then move them to a different tank once they get big enough. And that's what we'll do. That's why we got these small tanks, guys, to get the babies in there. And I got to quarantine the fish here that has tumor that unfortunately is not going to make it much longer. But you can see this African guy is going to be probably a little bit annoyed he's in that tank by himself, but it's the best thing for him right now. We're going to try to get him moved tomorrow and, get him into a better home. So in the next couple of days, I'll move him. Obviously, we still got the goldfish in here. We haven't moved them out of there yet. This tank is empty, but I could always use it. Whenever I quarantine a goldfish, I don't need to use a heater. So this guy's in there. That's Goldie. He's doing great. He's eating. You can see he's fat now. I've been feeding him pretty good. Let him get fat. And obviously, now I got a clown pleco and a regular pleco in there, but I think it's good enough to have, if you have more space, you put more fish in there, so that works out better for them. One thing you don't want to do is put aggressive fish in there, though. That's one thing you don't want to do. So let them check out their new home. Unfortunately, these guys, I won't, being that we have no light down here, usually I turn the light off. That'd be perfect for them because they don't need, we don't need to have a light in there because there's going to be algae growing in there. I do have this here set up. What I'll do is I'm going to have to turn this filter off. I'll let it filter for about probably tonight. And then I only put this filter in there for the extra fish that I had in there. That one, this has an eclipse. This filter's got an eclipse filter. Plenty of beneficial bacteria in there. Plenty of biological filtration, chemical filtration. I got a sponge filter in there too. We could actually put more fish in there if we have to. Like I said, eventually I'll have to get rid of this tank, but what we'll do is we'll combine some fish again. We did lose some fish, but unfortunately when I moved I tried to get the mollies out. Unfortunately, I sucked the molly into the gravel vac and it died. I'm just pissed at myself. I didn't notice it until the last minute. I tried to get him out of there, but it was too late. So I did kill one of those guys, unfortunately. My goal was always to get a tank full of those layer tail mollies. I may still do that. I don't know. It all depends on if we get a fish tank or not. So what we really want to do is we really want to get these, let these guys breed, and then we'll have more room to move stuff around. But if we do get rid of this 20 gallon, we're gonna have to move some fish around. I could probably put fish in there with these guys. I know I got some different types of rasboras I could put in there, and the cories are where I always worry about. I don't like to mix cories with zebra loaches, but I do love zebra loaches. I do love cories, but I don't like to keep them together. And I also got this tank here too, guys. So if I have to go this route, I'll I could put some fish in there too. This tank has been going for so long, and there's so many. They're just so peaceful in that tank. I like to leave them alone. These are where the pencil fish are. Anyway, I'm getting carried away, guys. I just want to show you what we did. Obviously, we moved on. We got these guys moved. You know, I'm hoping that we could, you know, get these guys to breed. But they're checking out their new tank too. And I will be turning this filter off tonight. So, until next time, remember, if you can't own them, rehome them. That's what we did here today. You got to do what's right for the fish. And that's what's right for the fish, more room. And they can breed, and they don't have to fight and attack everybody. This guy, like I said, I only keep right now only 2 African cichlids in my whole fish room. One of them is upstairs, the mama to this one. And I keep another, what do you call it, a zebra oblique. That's the only 2 fish I have left over from African cichlids. I gave them all away because they were just too aggressive. So I will do a video on this packing, get them out of here. But like I said, remember, can't own them, rehome them. Till next time, we'll see you guys. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. See ya.